Hello everyone, my name is SiC and welcome to our playthrough of Civilization 5. I'm playing as the Soshone. It's been a few days since my last recording because, as I mentioned in the earlier videos, I went to Paris for a few days. I went to visit a friend that I met when I was backpacking across New Zealand, and I saw them again when I was in Australia, and I kept in contact with them, and so now this is my second trip to them in Paris actually. It's been a really nice couple of days. Like, I was there for maybe 4 or 5 days. And yeah, when I was there, we went to see the Versailles Palace, which is interesting because I was told, like, we're going to a castle. That apparently a castle it can be for show in France. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, for me, a castle is something you defend. It's supposed to have big walls, towers, and it's supposed to be like this impregnable, or like hard to take fortress. And the Palace of Versailles really is not. Okay, I was just looking around there and I was just like, yeah, I could take this in a day. Well, I could take this in half a day. It's really big. Like, it's a really big building, and there's actually several buildings in like a really big garden area as well. It goes on for a long time. It was actually in such a way that when you go there, you can buy a ticket for 2 days instead of 1 day, because you probably needed 2 days to see everything you could possibly see inside of the palace. Like, it is bloody massive. So, yeah, taking it would take a little while, but it definitely would not be very hard, you know, unless you just literally pack it full of people to defend it with. But even then. But anyway, I digress. Let's get back to our game. It's been a few days. Our war with Egypt continues, and so far I've been managing to hold them off quite well. And I just noticed that Spain has publicly denounced Mongolia, which is interesting because they're still at war with me as well, and they already made plans to attack Egypt too. Like, that was something that we noticed a few days ago, or yeah, a few days, but also a few turns ago, in last episode basically. And yeah, I think maybe she's gonna hold off on her plans of attacking Egypt, but we'll see what's going to happen. I did everything I can do for this turn, so I'll just go to the next one. Or actually, worker is done apparently. That's fine. So let's continue up there and build a farm next to the river. And we've made it to Antananarivo. Yeah, that sounds about right. With my great profits, which I can use for one more time. But then, like, all of or most of Mongolia's cities should be converted to Tengrism, which should make them friendlier towards us, I hope. So let's go and do that. Let's see if that actually did anything in the Genghis Khan. They have happily adopted your religion in the majority of the cities. They have an embassy in our capital. We have been at war in the past, but they do not seem to hold a grudge. Yeah, because they actually declared that war on me. So I would hope they would not hold a grudge for something that I did not want to do. I am friendly with Gajah from Indonesia, neutral with Enrico Dandolo. But yeah, we've only just met him, so that was bound to happen. And yeah, so we're still at war with Egypt and Spain, and a few of the city-states, but these two, they're pretty far away, they're not really a concern. Kuala Lumpur also not really. The only thing that's really a concern a little bit is Malacca over here. And maybe Bucharest, but Bucharest seems to be keeping to its own borders. It doesn't seem to be going anywhere. So yeah, all in all, we're looking pretty good. We're also working on what's this? Wine for 3 gold per turn? Maybe 4. He's not very rich, so let's see. Yeah, okay. I can squeeze another dollar out of that. And let's have a look at our research info as well, because we're going for the industrialization. I want to start building factories pretty soon. And also see if we have a lot of coal on the map as well, so we can start improving those things. We're working on the East India Company to get our money back up, because we're only making 30 bucks per turn. It's not a whole lot, but this should really help us out, I think. Right, our Pathfinder. What can you do? Let's get him back into the water and maybe follow the coast along. The Barbarian spawned another brute. Okay, that sucks. I could go for minor defeat, but when this guy attacks me as well, I really don't want to do that. So, let's see. Is there another? No, there's no hill tile that I could retreat to. So maybe it's best if I just stay put and fortify until healed. Ah, and another builder is done. That's nice. Let's see. I need money, so maybe let's go here and build a trading post. Then our crossbowman, he can just fortify. I should remember these hotkeys actually, so that's F. Fortify. Musketman, fortify, fortify. That's about all we can do. The city of Goshut wants crab, and Mosankani wants pearls. That's probably not going to happen anytime soon. We have impressed Kabul with our culture. So we are now their ally, and we're getting plus 26 culture per turn. We're actually looking quite nice on culture there. And let's see, how are we doing on the culture victory compared to everyone else? We have 17 culture opposed to Spain's 8, Venice's 4, and Egypt's 6. So we're yeah. I mean, we're a long way off from being influential over anybody. But we're doing okay with the Aztecs. 106 turns and we should be there. 1070 turns. Yeah, that's going to. We're going to have to do something to increase these things. The other countries, though, they're looking quite okay. So Kabul has declared war on Egypt and Spain. So that's really good. On to the next. Alright, another musketman has entered our territory. That's fine, that's nothing we cannot deal with. And actually, I think that our pikeman can be upgraded into a Gatling gun once the research has been finished. If I remember correctly. Not entirely sure about it, but pretty sure. And also we should repair some stuff towards Mosankani's area. Looks like we finished a caravan over in Goshut. Ah, this one was already finished. Alright, that's fine. Let's move him to Tenochtitlan for plus 9 gold. Then we made something else there. We could have a minor victory. Yeah, we need all the victories we can get. Let's go for it. Or actually, maybe I should have used the crossbowmen first because they do range damage. And that would have weakened them a little bit before attacking with these guys. But yeah, that's fine. I should just do this melee attack as well, because it is going to put me inside the area of, sorry about that, about Heliopolis, so they could attack me, but that's going to be only a little bit of damage, and I don't want to give these guys a free shot. Alright, so that's taking care of that guy. Let's see, go shoot. What can we do here? The public school would be probably quite nice. The ironworks must have built a workshop in all cities. Production plus 8. I could probably use that one in Mosankani after I finish building the other one there over there. Taj Mahal, plus 4 happiness, plus 1 culture, and the Emperor enters a golden age. And it only takes 15 turns. That seems like a pretty cool, pretty good deal. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for the Taj Mahal and go shoot. See, anything else that we can do? Enemy units? Oh yeah, we've taken care of the enemy units, so that's not a problem. Ah, our scouts. Looks like we can actually enter ocean tiles now. I did not know we could do that, but that's actually quite nice. Yeah, so we were definitely in range of Heliopolis bombarding us, but that's fine. You know, I'm just going to withdraw these guys, and then I've secured our borders once again. Our other musketman is almost done healing up, so we could move him to the front lines again. Brussels is helping us out by pillaging Malacca's territory and taking care of a Spanish caravel, or pretty close to taking care of it. Bonus arrow seeks a great profit. How are we doing? We have 734 faith, so maybe we could use that to buy something as well. Alright, let's fortify these guys. These guys have been promoted, so that's really good. 33 defense against all ranged attacks. Already have something like that, I think. Cover 1, yeah. So that is probably going to double up on ranged attacks. Open terrain, yeah, I don't know. I think we're going into the era where everything is starting to become more and more ranged. So let's go for another cover upgrade. Our pikeman is upgraded as well, but first let's move him back there. Let's give him defense against ranged attacks as well, and then fortify until healed. And what's this? The skull. Oh yeah, the great prophet. Right. Is there anything we can buy with our faith in the meantime, though? Great musician, 7 out of 1,000. So that's going to take us a little while before we can do that, but I definitely want to buy one of those guys at some point. Get our culture and our tourism output up. Right. Looks like they have some wine over here. I'm curious to see what's back over here, actually. Maybe there's another Mongolian city that I'm not aware of. Egypt has announced Mongolia as well. Interesting. They're going to spread their forces really thin, I think. Because they can only send armies at me piecemeal. Looks like Spain is getting some reinforcements. I wonder if these guys could attack the city from the water. Probably not, though. Right, so we have our fortress over towards Tenochtitlan, so we can reinforce that when we need to. Right, let's see. We can move these guys back there. Yep. Let's move them over onto the wine tile. Tomoak. Ironworks. Yeah, nah. I think I'll just do that one in Mosankani, because that's where our primary wonder building area is, and the more production we get there, the better it is going to be for us. Public school would be very nice in this one, though, because we have a lot of citizens. 14 actually. It will give us +3 science, and then +1 science for every 2 citizens in the city. So that will give us a total of +10 science once this building is finished. That's actually quite good. A Mongolian spy stole the secrets of astronomy from Mosankani. What is astronomy? That's probably like a really old one, right? Astronomy. No, it's not. It's from the Renaissance era. So that one is pretty new. Damn it. Alright. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want another war with Mongolia. I don't think I need that kind of trouble. Ah, Egypt wants to cop out. Interesting. So he wants to give me 8 gold per turn, silver and marble, horses, and then peace with all the city-states. Yeah. Very well, yeah. he seems to like that we've traded recently, okay. We should get another embassy into their capital at some point. Yeah, okay, so Spain wants to cop out as well. I saw that one coming. Then they're probably going to war with Mongolia pretty soon. Well, that's completely fine with me, I suppose. But yeah, I'm looking over here as well, and it would be nice to take the settler away from the barbarians. Right. So we can start working on factories, Gatling guns. So we should upgrade our pikemen as soon as possible. This will be a stalemate. Let's start attacking these guys. Go for a minor victory there. Because otherwise you're just standing on the hill tile being useless while these barbarians move around. And I need to get something done. Right. These guys can fortify. These guys can move on. Let's get away from their tertio, because that's going to do a shit ton of damage. And then, let's see, what's next for us? Yeah, because at some point I want to have, like, hotels. Because hotels do quite a lot. If I could get a hotel into Mosankani, that's going to help our tourism a great deal. Radio as well for the Eiffel Tower, that would be quite nice, because that also gives +12 tourism. So yeah, I definitely want to move towards this direction. Broadway, replaceable parts at some point maybe. This is not so big of a deal for now. Yeah, I don't really want to deal too much with military science stuff. So let's go towards astrology first, because I'm going to need all of this to get to this in the first place. So yeah, archaeology would be a really nice start. Like, get these frigates and privateers and seaports first, then archaeology, and then I can start plundering old relics and stuff. Right, So we have discovered a source of coal. Ah, alright, that's good. So once this builder is done, in one turn, I'm going to send it over here and start building a mine, so we can get coal hooked up. We already have 7 coal available to us, actually. Where else is it coming from? Not up here, doesn't seem like it. Maybe I'm getting coal from the city-states. That's probably what that is, yeah. Pretty sure that's going to be it. Anyway, my acquisition of silver has caused the city of Agaidika to enter Wheel of the King Day, and the same goes for Temoak, for marble. Then I can finally start trading with like all of these city-states again that I've been at war with. And the rest is just peace messages, so yeah, we can skip all of that stuff and go on to the next turn. Now he wants to go against... He wants to go to war against Montezuma? Really? How about no? Nope. No interest. We could take him out probably, but oh yeah, I forgot about this as well, like the embassies. Right. Isabella has declared war. Okay, so that war is going to get started now. Buddhism. Spanish missionary and a great prophet is heading our way. But I was never under any illusions about like having my own faith in Goshut, so that's fine. Ah yeah, okay. This kind of sucks. I'm getting really damaged here, so I need to back these guys out of the fight there. Right, and you can start moving towards the mine. You can build a mine on top of that tile there. Let's see. Yeah, so here's another city probably. Alright, so these guys, they need survivalism +1, definitely. And then I probably want to back them out into the water there. Let's see. Special Agent Tsuyama uncovered that Rameses is building up an army for a sneak attack against another civilization. That's probably Mongolia as well. Okay, Kathmandu wants someone with a lot of religious production. I'm not going to have that anytime soon. Or never, actually. It's never been a really big focus for me. Let's throw another embassy as well. Yep. We need some positive modifiers for our relationship. Yep, let's open all of our borders, because that actually helps with tourism as well. Like, if you have open borders, it helps with spreading your own culture towards people. So we have open borders with Mongolia, and that gives us plus 40% bonus of like our culture spreading over into their borders, right? These other guys, we have, like with Spain, only a bonus for open borders, but we don't have a trade route and we don't have a shared religion. So if I sent another trade route towards Mongolia, we would become influential over them pretty damn quickly. Right, let's move these guys around and let's see. Yeah, maybe I can go back on land on the other side of them and then fortify for a little bit, maybe. What do we want this worker to do? So we have farms over here. I guess we could go for more farms, but how are we looking? They have +2 food. Agadika +4, +5, +6. Okay, so that's not too bad. Yeah, Tomoa could use some more farms actually. So let's move these guys over to this side of the river, and then the next turn we can start doing that there. Ah, we've got a new unit from Valletta, the Janissary. Looks like these guys are musketmen. Let's move them into Beshbalik and fortify them there. Let's see, yeah, Turfan. So they did have another city there. And that's the end of our continent, looks like. Alright. That's cool. Well, we have a lot of movement with this guy. Our pikemen, we cannot actually upgrade them. That's really interesting. I thought we would be able to do that. So something else probably transforms into these guys. Or into the machine guns. But then I'm not sure what it is. Ah, crossbowmen. Right? 220 gold. Wow. Is there anything that we could purchase instead? Caravanserai or a stable? Yeah. We don't really have... Yeah, we have horses. 1 unit of horses for +1 production. That's not worth it at all. Let's go for a caravan, actually, because we need more income. And we could still upgrade this unit. So that's really nice. Let's go and do that. And the next turn we can send a caravan some way. Maybe towards Egypt. He wants open borders, yeah. Let's throw in open borders instead. Just do it like this. Why is that unacceptable to you? Alright, let's do it anyway. Like, I'm not using the horses. I could spare a little bit of money. I just want to have that culture boost, or like the tourism boost, with all of these guys as much as I can. Alright, so the city-states are going... And as time goes on and we start getting further into the game, these turn times are going to get longer and longer, which is a sad fact of this game. Alright, we could construct a citadel. Like, it would be nice, like, if I could construct a citadel here, it would break, like, the connection between their territories. It would steal, like, tiles away from Egypt. But it's also going to be... Like, they're going to be very upset with me when I do. Alright, Thebes. It would only give them +1 science, but it would give us +12 gold, so that's actually really strong. And it's not going to give us any religion as well. So let's go and send our caravan in that direction. And then these guys, they can go back on land there. Yep. These guys can construct a farm. Vercingetorix can move back into Mozonkani and go to sleep, actually. And these guys, they can repair, which is going to take 2 turns, and it's going to give me more coal. And these guys, well, you know what? I could probably send them across the ocean and go towards Venice here and check out their country over there. Right, special agent. Let's see. Tuziyamo discovered that an Egyptian army is currently marching towards the Aztec city of Tenochtitlan, which is like their only city apart from Lodz. And man, let's see. I mean, we're not friends, and they declared war on me, but they seem to be okay with me now. I could warn them, because I still kind of want to put the hurt on Egypt as much as I can as well. And these guys are not a threat to me, but if Egypt takes any more cities, they will have a lot more production, and they will become a bigger threat to me again. So, let's talk to Montezuma and share this intrigue with him. Right? I'm not going to declare friendship with him, because these guys are going to go to war with him pretty soon, and that will be very counterintuitive. Wine and silk with Gajimada has ended, so let's set that up again. I want silk, you can have wine. Yep. Alright. Good. Citizens of Bucharest have become uneasy at the presence of a barbarian encampment. Yeah, that's too far away. I'm not going to deal with that. Wow, that's a big frame drop there. Alright. Next turn. I don't know why that frame drop happened, actually. They want incense for 5 gold per turn. Yeah, okay, yeah. I have something to spare, and I can use the money. That's fine. You just want the troubles. But it would be nice to be friends with Indonesia, so I'm just going to accept it for now. Like, they're not a really strong competitor this time, and that's strange. Because in the other times when I've played, Indonesia usually does really, really well, and they are like on a continent of their own with only 2 city-states. Like, they should have had all the room to expand here, and they have not done that, which is really, really, really weird. Alright, so these brutes are following me, looks like. Let's move them onto the hill tile and fortify. Let's see, we have completed Oxford University. Nice, so I can choose a free technology, which will be electricity, because it is the most expensive one. Always do that. It will reveal aluminium on the map, as well as give me a police station, or access to the police station. A stock exchange for more money, which is also good. And the hydro plant. And the hydro plant will give +1 production in every tile next to a river. And like every city here is next to a river, so that is extremely, extremely powerful. Alright, juice production in Agadika. Let's see, we could go for a factory. It will take a lot of turns though. Public school. Is there anything else that we could do to boost production here without like really long... Yeah, the windmill, but then I might as well go for the factory, right? Plus 4 production, plus 10% on what I already have, so... You know what, yeah, let's go for it. Let's make use of this coal and get the production in this town up. Looks like these guys are moving out into the ocean. They didn't get very far. He just wants horses, really. Why would I give that to you when you can give me gold per turn? Yeah, yeah. How about no? I'm not giving you charity. Hell no. Spain is denouncing me again. Really? Alright. Well, fine. If you want to go to war again, we can do that. For sure. Looks like Egypt is spreading their... or trying to spread their faith towards Luds over here. Doesn't seem to take hold. But, yeah. Right, we've got more coal coming in. That's really good. Is there anything else that we need to do? Oh yeah, I could repair this... These are the truffles, right? Oh no, these are the truffles, and then this is just... Oh, it was just a lumber mill. Okay. Alright. Looks like the ocean tiles are taking up a lot of movement points to cross. I probably need to go down a little bit as well. Yep, open borders is always good. Need to get this culture spreading everywhere. That's what it's like. I want to be friends with everyone, and I want to have open borders with everyone, because that is really going to help me spreading my culture everywhere. Kathmandu has a new ally, Egypt. Alright, fine. I do not care too much about that. Let's go down a little bit. And start to repair on this improvement. So let's see. Discovered that Rameses is constructing the Taj Mahal. We are also doing the same thing in Goshut. So it's going to be a race. I don't know when Egypt started. They might have just started. Maybe. And maybe not. Maybe they have been going at it for a while now. We will see. In 6 turns, we will know. Right, how are we looking on time actually? 30 minutes, okay. So that's going to be the end of this episode once I... oh, that's a barbarian. That's really nice. Alright, awesome. Thank you, Spain, for taking care of that brute for me. Then I can get my Pathfinder back into position to deal with this barbarian over there. And it's not going to turn into a settler. Like, it's going to turn into a worker, and probably it's going to be a worker for Jakarta. Like, it's the only one I can imagine it to be. Or maybe Egypt tried to expand over into that territory as well. I don't know. Alright, let's move this worker over to the sheep behind the mountain, behind Machu Picchu over there. And yeah, it looks like we're getting close to land again, because we're having food tiles on the ocean. That's good. That means we're close to Egypt's home territory. Egypt is not the ally of Buenos Aires. Bucharest would like a road. And the scholars of Brussels seek a great musician. That is an opportunity here, because we just finished having enough faith to purchase one. Right? So, let's see. Well, another unit is stationed. Okay, so maybe go to Agadika instead, and then buy it over here. There we go. Brussels recognizes you're a great musician. And we were already allies, but it further cemented our bond. So that's really nice. And the next turn I can get some more tourism. And culture, of course. Alright. Anyway, that's it for this episode, and I'll see you guys for the next one.